Bubba Wallace has been the center of attention in the past year and a half. Whether this be for good, bad, or in different circumstances is up to yourself to decide. With that being the case, not much has been said about what's going on the track. With a new team, new sponsors, and a new manufacturer, it looked like this would be a match made in heaven. Many expectations were levied upon this team, but were these expectations justified, or did people jump the gun? Well, let's discuss that today. Many people had high hopes for this team entering 2021. I mean, come on, people aren't going to have low expectations for a team run by two Hall of Fame level athletes with connections to a Hall of Fame level team. Unlike most teams, 23XI wasn't low on funding. It was believed that in 2020, Bubba Wallace had about $20 to $30 million with him in sponsorship money. This team has the resources to make an impact, but besides a great run at Pocono where they finished 5th, not much has happened. His results are off track compared to Bubba's last year at Richard Petty, having less top 20s and the same best finish. Besides some good showings at super speedways and a stage win at Talladega, the team is mediocre. I think the more upsetting thing about these results are the comments from the team before Daytona. Team management overhyped 23XI to the point of nauseum. Even the broadcast early on in the season gave much more attention to 23XI than they did to a team like Trackhouse. When a team overhypes itself and then doesn't live to expectations, or isn't even close to the expectations they set out for themselves, something has to be said. Take the Nissan LMP1 project as a good example. The team had a lot of hype to it, and fed into the hype as well. But when push came to shove, the project was a failure and it closed later that year. That's what I fear is going on with 23XI, and that's what I don't want to happen to an upstart team. Quite a lot of this can't even be laid onto Bubba too. Mike Wheeler, the crew chief for the 23 car, has done some really stupid shit this year. Phoenix is a very good example of this. The team has thrown away top 10s, top 15s, and top 20s. In the team's defense, when practice and qualifying sessions are at the team's disposal, they show some solid speed. It still isn't the wins that Michael Jordan promised, but still a solid result. Would I consider this season to be disappointing for Bubba Wallace? No, not really. Bubba has messed up sometimes, but it's not like occasional mistakes are single-handedly tanking the team. The team's overconfidence and abundance of rookie mistakes are what's making the team mediocre. Some people in the NASCAR YouTube community may just regurgitate the same stuff over and over again about how the team is all brand new. We have to give them time, guys. It's not like these guys have never been with a NASCAR team before, you know? Mike Wheeler has been a NASCAR crew chief intermittently for 7 years, and was an engineer at the 11 team for 10. The team isn't made up of people who just pass through an interdimensional portal. All of the components of the team need to get their heads out of their asses, and if there isn't clear improvement, maybe something has to change. So let's not expand to a 2-car operation until your 1-car team is living up to expectations. Trackhouse had less hype, less sponsorship money, and less media coverage, but they're showing you guys up on a weekly basis. So maybe Bubba Wallace isn't disappointing. Maybe something else at that team is disappointing. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the whole Bubba Wallace 23XI 2021 season so far. Leave your thoughts in the comments storage system. Leave a like if you're feeling really generous, and have a good afternoon.